Well, as you know, I try and come up with really simplified titles for our topics, and I try and teach these topics in a very easy to understand, simplified manner. So you're probably looking at this title slide going, what the heck is wrong with Anthony? Has he lost his mind? What is this advanced qualifying for nested modules? Well, I titled this episode Advanced Qualifying for Nested Modules because that is one of the exact objectives from our certification objectives here, and I didn't want you confused about it. I wanted to show you exactly what they are thinking, the authors of this certification, when they say advanced qualifying for nested modules. We already talked about this a little bit, but let's get more in detail with it. And I can't believe I picked this topic. I am currently trying to lose weight, so I'm not sure why I'm torturing myself with the concept of a pizza shop. But anyways, I guess I'll go gluten-free and vegan or something. And now I remember a commercial where there's an Italian pizza shop owner that's saying, "That's not a pizza!" All right, enough. Let me get back on track here. Sorry, everyone. So here's our pizza shop application that we are designing. We're going to use this analogy for the next couple of videos as we talk more about packaging things together and how these application structures are going to work for Python apps. And notice this pizza shop application has the main app.py. Then there's a subfolder for ordering. We can see in init.py, we'll be talking about that in depth. That makes packages function. And again, we'll have an episode on those. But look at inside the pizza shop ordering folder. There's a prices.py, for example. We're going to be working with that in this video to show you how we can advance qualify through these modules. Notice something else about this application structure. Yeah, look all the way down the bottom. There's an assets folder. Inside that folder is a logos folder, and there's a brand.png. So you'll often see this with Python applications and any other type of apps where there'll be an assets folder that has stuff that might not be Python files, as you can see in this example. All right, well, let's get to the whole point here, shall we? And that is that we have this pizza shop app, and I'm going to teach you name qualification. Let's actually jump over to idle, because what we need to do is open up a file that we're going to play with, and that is in our folder we were just looking at. In the pizza shop folder right here, I have this myapp.py, and what I wanted to show you is this. A beginner's mistake when it comes to qualifying names is to take an app like we have, this pizza shop app, and come in here and say import, and then you say ordering, okay, the folder of ordering, and then you say dot prices, and you would think that's all you would need to do in order to then directly call a function that's in the prices file. So an example of a function in that file is get underscore price. So we would print it. Let's print get price. And how the get price function works is we just indicate the size of the pizza. And I better get the price of a small, for obvious reasons, as I alluded to earlier. Okay, so there we go. Shouldn't this work if we, fully qualify things? Import ordering.prices, get me the get price function, and get me the price of a small pizza. Let's file, save. Let's go up to run module, and we get an error. Ugh, not good. What is happening here? Name get price is not defined. So we can't just use the syntax of import, give me the ordering folder, give me the prices file, and pull from that get price. We can't do that. What we need to do is qualify it a different way. So let's go over to the My App window, and here's how you can do it so you can very easily just say get price. By the way, this would work, yeah, to fully enumerate it down here, but that's not what we're after. This is too cumbersome, right? And look, I have a typo in there. So yeah, you don't want to be typing out all that, right? You want this to function. How can we get this straightforward naming to function? Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this to the clipboard, and I'm going to say from, yes, this fully qualified location, import get underscore price. So now if we file save and let's do this just to be on the safe side, let's completely restart the shell so that it has no remnants of anything we did before. Let's go over to that window. I think I did a file save. Let's do it again just in case. Let's run this module and look at that. Now it returns the price of a small pizza as we would want it to. So when we are qualifying these nested modules like this, a great way to do it is to say from and then navigate through the application structure and then import, in this case, the function that you want, so you can reference that function easily by name later on. Well, thank you so much for watching this video where we discuss this qualification of nested modules issue, and I'll see you in our next video.